Whose death will it take? Whose death will it take before we finally say, enough? Whose child must be sacrificed before we can agree that was the last death? When can we agree that the freedom to buy guns and bullets that keep AK-47s in the hands of thugs is less precious than a child's life? Whose death will it take before the NRA has less control of Congress so we can have a serious, meaningful discussion on what the Constitution truly means in the 21st century on the right to bear arms? Too many parents are mourning the loss of their child for us to remain blind to their pain and suffering. Too many families have been torn apart but brought close together as strangers because a stray bullet took their child. Too many have an anniversary placed in their family history, their hearts and minds, of the day a shot rang out and took their loved one. Too many people have scattered at cookouts, parties, gatherings, with fear taking up a permanent place in our communities because we can't have a real, meaningful discussion on the right to bear arms versus the right to keep guns meant for the battlefield on the same streets where toddlers live, where dreams of seeing your child off to college or celebrating a marriage or the safety of all of us is seen as less important. Who will bring us to the discussion table, hunters and everyday people, to come to a permanent agreement that people determined to settle arguments with guns, that people without the capacity to make a rational decision should be prevented from buying a weapon without holding communities hostage for the sake of a law that was made for a different world in a different place and time? Whose death will it take? Whose pain must be felt? Whose heart must break before it really is enough?